If Washington quietly removes the referees, the game doesn't stop. It just gets dirtier, and in 2025 America, kids with disabilities pay first. During the recent government shutdown, hundreds of education department staff were laid off, but the most devastating blow landed in the Office of Special Education Programs, OSEP, an office that once had about 200 people working to enforce IDEA, the law that guarantees services to students with disabilities, essentially civil rights for disabled students. And now multiple reporters say there are only about 5 people left. The department called it a necessary move during the funding lapse, but advocates and legal groups say it goes far beyond what was required, and unions are now in court challenging the legality of those layoffs. And here's why it matters. OSEP is responsible for making sure states comply with federal law. They monitor performance, require corrective actions, issue state determinations, and provide technical assistance. They also publish public accountability reports that show how well each state is supporting students with disabilities. Without a staff team, federal capacity to do any of that drops to nearly zero. And that has real consequences. When oversight disappears, the risk of delayed services and missed evaluations goes up, and timelines slip. States get more room to interpret rights however they want, and for families, access to support can start depending on where you live. Those with the time and money to fight still can, but those without it, they're often left with nothing. James Madison called for a system of double security, where both federal and state governments protect our rights. And in 1938, the Supreme Court warned that some minorities, what it called discrete and insular, need special protection because they can't rely on politics alone. History backs that up. After the Freedmen's Bureau was dismantled, federal protections vanished, and Jim Crow rose. After the Supreme Court gutted the Voting Rights Act in 2013, states moved within days to pass new restrictions. When you remove the federal guardrails, things don't stay steady. They slide backward. So what should we watch now? Well, legal fights over layoffs, whether Congress restores capacity or lets it drift, and how states behave when no one is watching. Because here's the civic question. If a civil right only exists for the families who can afford to fight for it, is it even a right at all? Hey folks, 2 quick things. One, on November 6th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm hosting a small Zoom salon. This is a 30-minute discussion. I'm going to bring a topic and some readings to kick us off with, and we're going to have a small group discussion over Zoom. If you want to join that, I believe there's 5 spots left. You can go to the link here on screen. If you can't make that, there will be future ones. But also, I am looking for funding to help keep this work gifted. And if you can contribute in any way, shape, or form, you can go to the link here on screen now, or you can go to my Patreon, which is patreon.com/walkaboutswithdan, or my Substack, which is lettersfornow.substack.com. I'll do my best to put that all on screen here periodically. But whatever's easiest for you, any contribution really helps me out, and I would really appreciate it. Thanks.